Hey guys, welcome back to week 6 predictions and week 5 recap. We're going to be going over our recap real quick. Obviously, if you guys like the content or if I suck at predicting anything in that realm, go ahead and make sure and subscribe and like the video. All right, let's get into it. So we got the Bears, the Commanders. The Bears come out swinging, looking good. DJ Moore, 3 touchdowns, as I think a 49-point fantasy performance. Crazy good looking from the Bears, especially after a week against the Broncos, where again they looked pretty decent. It's nice to see the consistency and 2 weeks in a row against against other NFL teams. We were expecting absolutely nothing from them for basically all of this year, so it's nice to see a little bit of light at the end of the tunnel. It's very nice, but obviously I get that one wrong because everybody I'm pretty sure had the Commanders or win in that one. And same with the London game. Jaguars beat the Bills. Maybe it was a little bit of jet lag, should have counted that into factor, but at the same time, the Bills really shouldn't have lost this game. Their offense just could not seem to get anything going for a majority. They were able to drive the field and score a touchdown in less than, a minute at the end of the game to bring it to 2025. But where was that all game, So the Jaguars walk away with another win, so that's 0-2 for us. The Texans and the Falcons. The Falcons, they win, 21-19. Desmond Ridder undefeated at home. And maybe you take that into account, maybe not, but the Texans had multiple opportunities to score, and all they could do was hit field goals. They needed to get into the end zone with a touchdown. Really just couldn't capitalize on it, but that's okay. They still looked half decent, not terrible. So close game, but we're 0-3 on the week off of that. Now we get to the Lions and Panthers. Finally, our first win. The Lions take care of the Panthers single-handedly. Listen, the Panthers they're rebuilding, man. Like they spent their first pick on Bryce Young. They traded up for him, so now they're struggling with draft capital. Like, there's not a lot to this team. You shouldn't expect them to win any, if very any game. Like this is one where it's just you completely fade them. And the Lions look like they're going to be a very good contender in the NFC right now. It looks like they're going to be in the playoffs with with the 49ers for sure, and the Eagles. Like those are the 3 NFC teams that you need to be on the lookout for that might go to the bowl this year. Most likely 49ers, because good God. Next up, we got the Titans and the Colts. I did predict the Colts to win. I didn't expect Anthony Richardson to go out, but I trust Gardner Minshew to win games. He is a good backup quarterback. I think he's a good quarterback in general. I think he could probably start for something like the Giants over Daniel Jones, honestly. The Titans just struggle here, and the Colts are able to get it done. So next up, Giants-Dolphins. Think we all knew that this one was, again, going to be an easy Dolphins win, I would say. So now we're 3-3 on the week after those 6 games. And we move on down to the Patriots-Saints. And I did say last week that the Patriots have a problem putting up points. I didn't think they would put up 0, as in none. But, Saints 34, Patriots 0, yeah. So now we're 4-3 on the week. The Ravens and Steelers, I don't even know what to say about this game. Kenny Pickett calls a audible and gets a nice touchdown towards the end of the game. It looks like his offensive coordinator, Matt Canada, is pissed about it. Like, they scored a touchdown, and he didn't look happy because it was an audible. That was weird. But also, what's going on with the Ravens, man? They got drop-itis. Like, I think they had the most drops of the week. Like at least 7 is what I saw or something like that. But these receivers, they were just watching the ball go through their hands. There was one really bad pass, in my opinion, they were trying to force the ball to OBJ in the end zone, which I'm a Browns fan. I've been there. Don't force the ball to OBJ. Your quarterback's going to get a video made about him by his dad. 34. Yeah, we'll move on. Yeah, because I picked the Ravens. I didn't expect them to. I expected them to win. I didn't expect them to shit the bed, basically. Bengals-Cardinals. Bengals would pick the game, that I choose the Cardinals to come back and look like the Bengals again. So it's nice to see that they're back. It only took 5 freaking weeks. They look good. We want to make sure that they give up this, give this performance into another week. So we're going to be keeping an eye on them next week as well. And it's not like the Cardinals are slouches, all right? Like definitely Dobbs didn't have his greatest game this week, but it wasn't too bad. You get Jamar Chase involved. What, 15 receptions, 2 touchdowns, I think. Yeah. So it looked like a good week for the Bengals, but we get that one wrong. So I believe we're what, 3-3, 4-3, 4-5 now at this point. Eagles Rams, we get this one right. It looked good. The Rams looked good. Not gonna lie to you. Puka Nacua and Cooper Kupp on the field at the same time, and they were both getting targets and getting receptions and getting yards, and it was great. Rams offensive line's a little weak, especially against that defensive rush from the Eagles. I think the brotherly shove made an appearance in this one, if I remember correctly. Not too bad from the Eagles. Again, you want a little bit more. You always want a little bit more from them because 13-14 is not the win you expect when it comes against the Rams. You're kind of looking for that 28-14. You're looking for that double-digit win. You really want to see them, put their opponents away. But every week so far, it's always felt like there's been a chance that the opponent could come back. All right. So we get that one, so we're all tied up now, 5-5 on the week. We get the Jets, Broncos. I'm pretty sure I win out. No, I don't. But I get the Jets, Broncos, and I bet on the Jets. That was a terrible game to watch. So many fumbles. It was entertaining, I'll tell you that. Maybe for the wrong reasons. Yeah, bet on the Jets. Jets get it done. Chiefs, Vikings. Not too shabby. We bet on the Chiefs. A close match. A lot of problems with the Vikings again. Just that fumble from the blocking tight end at the start of the game. That's rough, man. Vikings are not having any luck in the one-score games like they did last year. And next up, you got the 49ers, Cowboys. Yeah, we bet on the 49ers here last week. We kind of didn't know it was going to be this bad, but the Cowboys love to be exposed when they're put against good teams. So they're the type of team to blow out a bad team and then the type of team to get blown out by a good team. So should have seen this one coming a little bit better. But I was expecting the defense to do a little bit more. But Purdy and the 49ers, CMC, Kittle had, 3 touchdowns that day? Oh, my God. Yeah, absolutely beautiful from the 49ers. And then we got the Packers and the Raiders. And I chose the Packers. And they tried to establish their run. I'll give them credit. They had no Aaron Jones. They ran the ball all day long. Their receivers were barely involved. But the problem is you got to take a lead if you want to continue to utilize the run. And they only had the lead, I believe, once. I think it may have been 10-10. I don't even think they had a lead. It was brutal. But yeah, that's just how it goes. The Raiders miss a field goal too. That could have put them up 20, I believe, 20-13, right at the end, which maybe that would have changed how they wanted to play as the Packers, I think, had maybe 4 minutes left on that drive. There's a lot of passing, but there were still runs. They had one timeout going on that drive, if I remember. Anyway, okay, so what did we end up? We ended up 7-6. 7-6 on that week. Not great, obviously. We had a lot of upsets according to what we thought was going to happen. Which, it happens, right? All right, let's move on. Week 6. All right. Broncos, Chiefs. Holy, that's going to be a disaster to watch, isn't it? Yeah, the Chiefs are going to win this one. The Broncos should be looking to sell their pieces pretty soon, it looks like, here. That would be my guess. They're going to move on from pieces, parts. Probably not something like Patrick Surtain. I think he's probably untouchable. But you're looking to sell just about anything else. I don't think there's anything that's off limits for them. So you could look up, if you need a wide receiver, you could look up to pick Jerry Jeudy. Personally, I'd be looking into the Broncos left tackle. I don't know if he's great or not. But I know that's what my team needs. So, but yeah, these guys are looking to commit to the full-on rebuild. So, we'll go Chiefs in that Thursday night game. Next up, we got another London game. It's the Ravens and Titans. And this is going to be interesting. You know what? Yeah, Ravens. They should bounce back. There's no chance that they're not all sitting there just catching balls all week long because I would, if I was Harbaugh, that'd be the only thing that the receivers are allowed to do. You just better stand right there for the next 6 hours and catch nothing but balls that are thrown at you. You drop one, run them out. Commanders Falcons. Yeah, let's give it to the Falcons here. They're at home. They're undefeated at home with Desmond Ridder as quarterback. Let's see if that rings true. I kind of want the Commanders to win this game. I believe these guys... No, they're not in the same conference. But I kind of want the Commanders to bounce back and win this game. They've lost 3 straight. But I think that the Falcons will win this game. All right, next up we got the Vikings-Bears. Oh, man. The Vikings are just unlucky, and the Bears kind of looked good last night. It's going to be a little bit of a hard one for me. I'm actually going to pick the Bears here. I'm okay with getting this one wrong. Potential to be 2-2 at this point, I would be okay with that. Because the Bears looked good last night. I want them to continue that. And the Vikings have just been absolutely ungodly unlucky. Next up, Seahawks-Bengals. I'm going to take the Bengals here. They looked really good last week. I want them to continue it into this week. So I'm expecting them to be 3-3 here at the end of week 6 against the Seahawks. 49ers-Browns. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm a homer. All right? I love my Brownies. But there is no team in the NFL on the same level as the 49ers. I hope that our defense puts up a fight. I really do. I want to see the 49ers go against a good defense. I want to see pressure on Purdy. I want to see interceptions. I want to see it all. I want to see our defense show out. But there is no matching caliber of our offense. Does not match their offense. Our offense cannot compete with their offense. So it would be basically on our defense in its entirety to win this game. And I just don't think that's going to happen because you see a really good defense in not last week, but the week before against the Ravens. That's a good defense, man. You only let them get 21 points, but your offense, 3 and out. Here's an interception, a fumble. Here's an interception. Like you gotta give me something here, you know. So, and I expect that to kind of happen again because Browns. So, my franchise makes me want to suffer. And if there was a game that they were going to win, it would be the 5-0 49ers, just so that they would give me hope for the rest of the year that they might be kind of good. So if that happens, well, screw me, But, yeah, I'm going to pick the 49ers on this one. Let's see. Saints-Texans at home for the Texans. You know what? I think that they're going to have a better game this week. I think that they've found their way down the field consistently to the to at least the 20, but they could not get any touchdowns. I think they're going to fix that. I think they're going to work on some more red zone package over this week, and they're going to be looking to make that a kind of a focus going into the Saints game. So I'm going to take the Texans here. The Saints beat up on a absolutely miserable poverty franchise now. That is the Patriots. So that's just how that one goes. Colts and Jaguars. Ooh, baby. And that's a kind of a hard one. I'm going to take the Colts here. They're going to have Gardner Minshew. Gardner Minshew is going to be the quarterback, and I think you're going to see a lot of usage of Michael Pittman in this one. When Gardner is the quarterback, Pittman gets utilized a lot better than when Richardson is. But the offense is more dynamic with Richardson in. So I think that you're going to see a lot of air yards for Minshew. He's a good quarterback, man. Great backup to have for them. Next up, Panthers Dolphins. Right. It's the Dolphins. Okay, listen. There's just like a literal 0% chance that they lose to the Panthers. They have so many fast players. I know A-Chain. I don't remember how he wants to phrase his name. A-Train. We'll just call him A-Train from the boys. He's out. I think he's got some kind of knee issue, but it's not like he's their whole offense or anything. He's just good. Yeah, he's a good part of it. But you got Hill, you got Waddle, you got Mostert, and Tua looks good, and he's not hurt. So as long as Tua doesn't get hurt, they're gonna win this game. If Tua gets hurt, I don't know who their backup is, but. Yeah, Dolphins win this game. Let's see, Patriots, Raiders. Ooh, baby. Yeah, Raiders. Patriots just 3 points in 2 weeks is kind of rough. I don't know. I don't think they're going to fix that. Belichick said that they're going to basically blow it up. That he's basically, basically done. If I was Belichick, this is where it's rough, right? He put this team together as the GM, and I don't think he's ever been particularly a fantastic GM, right? His team has kind of been awful about getting talent. So I think if you're Belichick, honestly, you need to take a step back and realize that you need to give up the GM position and allow someone else to manage getting talent and getting players and recruiting stuff, and drafting and all that. And you just need to go back to the focus of coaching this team to its absolute highest potential, on the defensive side of the ball, because we know he doesn't touch anything offensively. And that's where this team is struggling. Offensively, they have lack of talent and lack of, I don't think Matt Patricia's that good of a coordinator either. So, it's just how it is. Lions Bucks. Lions are going to win this one. Might be a closer fight, but I don't think that the Buccaneers defense is a high enough caliber to stop what is going to be a very, very good offense. David Montgomery is the absolute workhorse for this Lions team. And then you got Sam Laporta and the sun god Amon-Ra. Just really good. Goff has looked really good, except for I think in one game. He just looked kind of off. But other than that, he's been looking fine this year. Rams Cardinals. I like the Rams here, mostly because again, you got Stafford, Puka Nacua, and Cooper Kupp back, and they looked really, really good with both of those guys on the field, getting a lot done. And I think they need a little boost to their run game for sure. It hasn't looked, spectacular, but Kyren Williams is getting the majority of carries there. There's a kid on the Cardinals who should be getting the absolute load. I think his name is like Emery or something like that. But he'll be the starting running back for this game, I think, because I believe James Conner got hurt. Not too shabby, but the Rams should win that. Eagles Jets. Yeah, this is gonna be an Eagles win. Sorry, Jetties. It's just not gonna be a fun one for you guys. The Eagles are not gonna. I think after this week, the Eagles run into a fucking brick wall of a schedule. They're going to have a lot of hard games, I think, after this week, if I remember correctly. So this is their opportunity to go 6-0 and then fight for their freaking life for the rest of the year. Giants Bills. Yeah, the Bills are going to win this. Obviously, the Giants look like they're like the 31st to 32nd team in this league. Like, if the Panthers weren't the Panthers right now, the Giants would be right there. It's the Giants O-line is actually should be designated as a terrorist group because they are committing nothing but atrocities against Daniel Jones. It's bad. It's a yikes. The Bills will get a lot of pressure there. It should be an absolute disaster for New York, but for the Bills, it'll be great. And then the Cowboys Chargers. Listen, I don't trust Brandon Staley. I think that the Chargers team is extraordinarily talented, but they love to choke away these kinds of games. So I think that's exactly what you're going to see is the absolute choke fest that is the Chargers come to fruition. And the Cowboys loved again to bounce back and have these dominant games against bad teams. And it's not that the Chargers are a bad team. It's that they're a poorly coached team. Poorly coached, which will just exaggerate any mistakes made by them. So, I think the Cowboys take that. Okay. So, that is my predictions for Week 6. We wrapped up Week 5. Went in depth a little bit longer than I usually do. So, we got a good chunk of time on this video. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know how you guys did, if you're keeping track or whatnot. That was weird. But yeah, if you guys are liking the predictions, make sure to leave a like down below. Subscribe. It helps out the channel. I do bet videos on Wednesday before the Thursday night game, on Saturday before the 1 p.m. slate on Sunday, and I release a Monday night bet video Monday morning as well. My bets aren't as good as my predictions, I'll give you that. But if you like seeing me lose money, they're there. All right, I'll see you guys in the next one.